Welcome to Proof Points, a podcast by Latham High-Tech Seeds. Family owned and farm proven for more than 75 years, Latham Seeds is growing strong. Now, here's product manager and host of Proof Points, Steve Sick.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Proof Points. Today I'm here with John Latham, president of Latham High-Tech Seeds. How are you today, John?
I'm doing well, Steve.
Good. You know, March has always been known for the start of the college basketball tournament, and I'm sure you're really looking forward to this year's tournament, given how ISU is performing this year.
Yeah, it's been a fun year for the Cyclones. Being rated number 6, we're not used to being this high.
Overachievers?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Hope they continue on that success. So one of the events as part of the college basketball tournament I really look forward to is Selection Sunday. So it looks like Latham Corn will be getting a number 1 seed in the Midwest region this year. So let's take a look at your starting 5 corn hybrids for this year as far as the current portfolio goes.
Yeah, Steve, we've got a great starting 5. And the great thing is we still have some of these products available yet this spring, which we're excited about. The first one is on the early side is an 89-day product, 3937, which has been a superstar for us the last couple of years. It's one of our Seeds of Hope hybrids, where that's the campaign that we're raising money for Coaches versus Cancer, which ties into the NCH tournament theme. But so any bag sold of 3937, we donate money to the Coaches versus Cancer program and to the battle against cancer. So it's really important for that. But then also this product is a real superstar. It's got strong emergence, really strong early vigor. It's proven itself, the last several years. It's very consistent and stable, and then great drought stress and broadly adapted to all sorts of soil types and environments. So it's a great early product. Or if you're in the north, it could be in your middle maturity, but really a strong starting lineup.
One thing you mentioned there, John, is consistency. I like to see that, and I'm sure you do as well, to where a product is consistent in that top 5 performer. Not always going to win, but it's not always going to bottom the plot. Consistent performance is really key, in my opinion, to a grower's portfolio.
Absolutely. You've got to have a combination of some workhorses and racehorses, and this thing can do a little bit of both. It's topped like the first trials and those independent trials before, but yet this thing is more known for just being really stable and consistent. It doesn't fall out of bed, and depending on the different conditions we get thrown at.
Yeah. Yep, that's always a key. How about if we move a little bit later?
Yeah, so we've got 4937. It's a 99-day product. This is definitely another starter for us. It's been our biggest seller for a couple of years now, really a rock star. It does shine with higher management. It's got an open husk style with really fast dry down, and it won't disappoint you when you keep it north. Keep it in Minnesota. This thing is a superstar. Northern Iowa. Don't move it too far into central Iowa at all. But boy, we've had such great performance with 4937, and this is definitely a starter for us.
Good. I think you got one hybrid that I remember right is going to be your first one off the bench right there in that same maturity.
Yeah, for any great basketball team, you got to have a strong bench. And Iowa State's fortunate this year. We've got the best bench we've probably ever had. And for me, product coming off the bench is our 4866 Tricepta. It's a 98-day. It's grain first, silage second hybrid, but it's got excellent ear flex for all different populations. ASR gene with excellent standability, root strength. Flowers a little late, but dries down rapidly. And this thing did extremely well this last year in our tests. So definitely one to go with if you're looking for that 98-day Tricepta product.
Yeah, it's a very, very, very solid product. Very good universal product, which, as we mentioned earlier, I think is really key to anyone's portfolio. So what about if we move just north of 100-day?
Yeah, so another starter for us that I'm really excited about this product is our 5336 Power Core. We're really excited about Power Core, what all it provides. It's got all the defense that Double Pro is, with some additional defense because you also have that Herculex in there. And then you also have the flexibility with Power Core with all sorts of different chemical applications you can use. But 5336 will canopy early, has one of the widest leaves in Latham portfolio. It's really a consistent ear type with excellent girth and high test weight. So did extremely well in Latham testing this last year, and it's definitely a starter in my book, especially in northern Iowa, southern Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. One thing I noticed about the Power Core hybrids this year, John, and walking is just the canopy and the canopy closure, early canopy, to help protect and shade that ground, especially as we get into this times to where it's drier than normal, a little bit moisture limited across the area. Especially this year going in, we've had a pretty dry winter, as you well know. So
Right.
I think we're going to need to conserve all that moisture.
Yeah, we need everything we can get for sure. I'm hoping we get some moisture here in March or even first part of April would be nice.
I sure hope so as well. What about as we move into the just right before 110-day hybrids, John?
Yeah, we go to 108 day, and we've got another starter for us here is our 5815 VT Double Pro. What a beast. This thing has just been, it's tremendous in its first year this last year. It's a large, thick, deep kernels that fill a long, girthy ear to the tip. Great ear flex with good heat tolerance. 5815 moves south out of zone for broad adaptation. Really like 5815, how it really flashed in our trials. And this is one of my starters for the spring.
No, I agree. I mean, if you really want to get into just top end yield, just flat out yield, 5815 is by far, to me, it's one of the best ones to enter into any county trial or anything else as far as a yield contest goes.
Yeah, if you're in Iowa and you haven't tried this one, get this one on order. I think you're really going to like it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really looks good late in the year. It's got really good intactness too. So you're going to like it from start to finish. What about a little bit later, John?
Yeah, well, I got a starter here, and a 6306 Power Core. It did really well this last year in its first year. Really healthy, clean-looking hybrid with fantastic Gauss's wilt tolerance, which is great, especially moving west. Long, consistent ears are protected by a dense plant canopy. It's got big fat ears that'll impress you from the combine cab. So 6306 Power Core is definitely one to try on the later side. And then on the, well, I call a bench, but they could either one of them start, is our 6445 Double Pro. And that's a great 114-day product, brand new this last year. That ASR gene adds to its excellent late season health and intactness. It's this heavy, dense plant canopy helps protect the big ears of 6445. It does a great job of moving north. So even those of you in northern Iowa, if you're looking for a later product, this can work really well and gives you some really good flexibility.
No, I agree. One thing we talked about was the plant canopy and such on the Power Core hybrids. What are your thoughts on those as far as dual purpose, using the silage as well?
Yeah, they've got a lot of flexibility. I've been really impressed with the genetics, just a different genetic look than what we've had in the past, and one that works really well for from what I've seen, either grain or silage. So really a lot of flexibility with those products.
Yeah, a product like 6306 I think would be great for those looking for a high grain to stover ratio. I mean, with that big fat ear on that thing, boy, there's going to be a lot of grain going in that feed.
Yeah. You won't complain about that.
Yeah. Well, that sounds like a great lineup, for a number one seed. So let's take a look, at your starting 5 hybrids for next year, that are coming off the bench as far as your strong freshman class goes.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great new products. I just want to give you a really highlight. We're just kind of announcing a few of these this year, but for sale this next year, but really excited about what we've got coming. On the early side, we've got a Power Core that's 84-day 3406 Power Core. It'll be Latham's earliest Power Core product, and really should be a great product to look at for those of you in the north. Moving a little later, you've got our 4407 Double Pro. Adds a lot of yield punch in that 94-day maturity. On the Smart Stack side, we've got a new 99-day product called 4909. It offers growers a really great new rootworm option there at 99-day. We've got a new one at 102 days, a new Power Core called 5226 that will perform in any environment and just blew the doors off in our research last year. So really excited about that. And then on the later side, got a new product called 6336 Smart Stacks Pro. And that could be the 6th man of the year in 2025. A great new Smart Stacks Pro, great genetics. Obviously, the trait is brand new, and it's going to give you the best protection you can against rootworms. So really excited about what we've got coming for this next year.
Well, one of those exciting new products, John, you talked about was 4909 Smart Stacks. That's kind of been a gap in our portfolio, correct? In that late 90s, 101-ish day Smart Stacks.
Yeah, it has been. It's something we've been looking for the last couple of years, is to find a real superstar there. And we think the 4909 fits the bill there and just going to be a really good fit. We're looking for just the very best products, whether it's Smart Stacks or Smart Stacks Pro. either one, but the genetics are the most important thing to us, and then the traits secondary. So love the genetics here and think it's going to be a great fit in Latham country.
So these new products you just talked about, that you gave us a highlight of these 5 products, where can we find out more information on those coming up here in the next few weeks?
Yeah, for dealers, you can come to our sneak peek week, and we'll have some online as well as in person. We'll be sending out all the information there on that, but it's exciting to be able to talk about these products. This is the earliest we've ever talked about new products and get our dealers excited about where we're headed. So really excited about that. And then you'll see more information online from us too in our website and social media as well. So keep an eye on that.
Yeah, there's a lot of exciting things to look forward to at Sneak Peek. I mean, we're going to have a lot of yield data on these new launch hybrids and varieties. So, there's a lot of good information to come out of there. We'll give out handouts so you'll be able to take it home. And it's a great preview as to what the new product guides can look like as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and you can get your choice. You can either be there in person, but if you have a long drive and busy, then certainly watch us online as well.
So one of the final things I just want to talk about, John, is, any good program starts with a good recruiting process and scouts out in the field. So can you take us through that process of what recruiting and the scouts are looking for Latham out in the field?
Yeah, it's all hands on deck. We've got a great product team, but then also it takes feedback from our customers, dealers, and then our RSMs. Our RSMs really get involved too in trying to figure out what are the holes in the lineup, if any. What products are we going to grow more of? What products are we going to cut out? So it's really a team process, and really excited about it. We get great feedback from our dealers about what they are looking for, what their customers are looking for. So I think it's something that's different from Latham. We want to have our ear to the ground and knowing what our customers are looking for. And we're not just some big corporation that's going to be promoting their own technology from on high somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, in order to put it in basketball terms, we kind of build from the ground up and build through, our own internal program, as compared to, lack of better terms, an NIL hybrid, to where you bring it in when it's halfway through its life.
Right. Yeah, we want to build for the recruiting, or if you're thinking NFL, more of the draft than we do from free agency or NIL people. So yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah, not saying there's anything wrong with either. It's good. You get to know those hybrids, very in depth, get a lot of multiple looks at them, this coming year, which is very key to success.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
And with that, thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Proof Points. And until next week, we'll see you later.